Hi, I'm Jason Davis, corporate chef for Plantation, the creators of PB2 powdered peanut butter. PB2 is 85% less fat than your traditional peanut butter, which means instead of getting 190 calories per serving, you're only getting 45. Who uses PB2? Everybody. Everybody from triathletes to the military. They all use it to get healthy and stay healthy. The great thing about PB2 is it has over 1,000 different uses. Today I'll be making a turkey roulade. We're going to start with 2 strips of bacon cut up. I've got a half of a Granny Smith apple, rough chopped. I've got a 1/4 cup of cranberry sauce with cranberries in it. I've got a half of a teaspoon of chopped rosemary, fresh. I've got a half of an onion, rough chopped. I have a cup of chicken stock, a little butter to dress it, and then the stars of the show are our PB Thins, which are Plantation's peanut butter crackers. 25 crackers is only 100 calories, which equals 1 serving. And then we have our PB2. I've got 1 tablespoon. And then we have our turkey breast that has been pounded flat and chilled. We're going to start this recipe by sauteing some bacon. Now that we've lightly sauteed the bacon and just started to brown it, we're going to add the green apples. We're going to add the cranberry sauce with cranberries. We're going to add the rosemary and the onion. We're going to give this a saute and let it start to whiten up or clear up the onions and soften up the apples. And hit it with a splash of some salt and some pepper. And let this break it down. And you can already smell the green apples with the bacon, the onion, that rosemary starting to come through as it gets warmer. Now that we have that sauteed down a little bit, we're going to add the PB2. And then our chicken stock. And we're going to let this cook down until it thickens up again. Give that a stir to stir in that PB2. That'll give it that real nutty flavor that goes good with the apples and the cranberries. And we'll let that cook down. Now that we have thickened this up and it's all cooked, we're going to go ahead and cut that off. Then we're going to move over to our turkey breast and we're going to lightly salt and pepper it on the inside. A little bit of cracked pepper. And now we're going to add our mixture here. We spread it all out. Just like so. And then once we get it all in here, I'll set this pan aside. And we're going to add our crushed up PB Thins. This is almost going to take on a stuffing feel to it. And now we're going to roll it up. Just like so. And we'll tie it with some cooking string. To help keep it together, both when we saute it or brown it a little bit, and then while it's in the oven. We'll cut out the extra string. Now I'm going to saute this lightly in a pan that I've brought up to temp with a little bit of oil in it, just to give it that brown to help sear it. Now that this is seared all the way around, we're going to cut the gas off and we'll lay it onto our baking sheet. You can also use a roasting pan for this. It works really well. And then we're going to baste it with butter. Just like so. That'll make it brown up real pretty. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of no salt seasoning over the top of it. And we'll put that into an oven that's been preheating at 325 degrees, just like so. And then we'll pull out one that has been roasting for about 25 minutes, and we'll let it rest. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a gravy to go over the top of this. So we're going to add the last little bit of butter that we basted the turkey with. And then about a half a cup of apple cider. And then about a teaspoon of cornstarch or flour. I'm using flour. And that will thicken up into a nice gravy to go over the top of this. You can also add a little bit of chicken stock to this if you need a little more, if you're serving more than one of the turkey roulades. Once you've let your turkey rest and created your sauce, you then remove the strings and we'll go ahead and slice it up. I always like to slice it on a diagonal. Just gives a better presentation. You can either serve it from a cutting board and add stuff like roasted potatoes or Brussels sprouts around it and just serve it from the cutting board, like so. We will take a piece and put it over here on a plate, just like so. And then you take a little bit of your sauce and dress it over the top. Going to have that nice smokiness from the turkey being cooked in there. You have a little bit of the cider flavor. Cut us off a little piece. That is such a great recipe. You get the hint of the peanut butter along with the peanut butter crackers and that green apple. Topping the roast turkey with that cider sauce. It is just a great recipe. Reminds you of Thanksgiving. You can find other recipes like this along with our products at bellplantation.com. I'm Jason Davis, and see you next time.